Welcome back to another video, and it has been a while. It doesn't feel like I've done a sneaker botting review YouTube video in general in, honestly, a long time, but we are back and we are reviewing the bot that I believe is here to save all EU users who are struggling right now. Potentially you want to get into reselling, or you're already in it, you want to get your first bot, or just a bot in general that will actually get you a few pairs, because right now it feels like any bot you're running just isn't doing too well. I've been feeling this especially recently, although it has been a little bit mad recently. I've lost thousands, well, I've lost about £1,000 with PayPal, but I've made thousands just using general bots. I don't know how much I should publish because it has just been a little bit crazy recently, but yeah, this bot has helped a lot with sites like Offspring, AIO-Lab, but specifically Offspring has done really well. But I just want to show you this because I've absolutely been loving this. Is OpheliaAIO. This is about a £200 sneaker bot, and I think this is the bot to save all you EU users out there who honestly are struggling, because I honestly do love it. And actually, I've got a shoe next to me that helped me get. Now, I've actually sold the other pair. I managed to get a few pairs of these. I didn't even check them all out, but I did manage to get some. Well, I think these are Panda Highs or black, white. I'm not sure which ones they are, but I've sold them. But yeah, made quite a bit on these, and yeah, very good. I just wanted to show some in-hand success. I barely do it, but I've got a whole other room behind me literally full of shoes. It has just been a little bit crazy at the moment, and I just wanted to show you OpheliaAIO because I think this bot is so sick, and for £200 it is ridiculous. I got those pairs from SNS, and I think that says a lot because this just supports literally every single site. So right now you can see I have tasks loaded up for BSTN, and to create tasks in this bot, if I just lift it up, you'll see this plus button on the side. So if you press that, it'll open up a new window, and this will basically show you everything. So these are all the sites you have. You have BSTN, Gross Basket, 43 𝙎𝙊𝙍𝙎. I pronounced that wrong, I already know. Please don't comment, I don't know. I'm just going to call it 43. Starcal Paris, Kicks, Overkill, or like AW-Lab or Lab, I don't know which one it is. SNS, Zalando 𝙎𝙋𝙊𝙍𝙎, which is technically the same as AW-Lab, AW-Lab. Offspring, Office, and Office DE, and I didn't even know Office DE was a thing, so there you go. I think this is a great site list, especially for the UK and EU, because realistically, in this day and age, if you're botting in the UK or EU, you need a reshipper, right? That's common knowledge, because if you're over there in the EU, you want to be going for sites like Offspring, which I think ship UK only, and also for just drops in general, like specifically AW-Lab, potentially Zalando. You really do need reshippers for that. So make sure you get yourself a reshipper. I've done a video on that, which will be up in one of the corners up there. You really do need to get yourself a reshipper. But it's great how it does support both. So if you're in the UK, you do have just direct access to like Offspring and all that. SNS, they ship to UK as well. But a lot of these you will need a reshipper for. But that should be fine because you really should have a reshipper. Just, you know, come on guys. It's 2021, nearly 2022. Step up the game if you don't have one. But yeah, SNS, this is a perfect site. But we're actually going to go for AW-Lab because this is a very interesting site. So for AW-Lab, you need two things. You need your actual tasks, and then you need your monitor tasks. So let's change the name. I'm going to call it AW-Lab. Is it AW-Lab? Is it AW-Lab? Let me know in the comments, please, because I honestly don't know. So you can see you have two tasks types. You have the PID and then release. So I am going to run the PID because I believe that connects to the monitor tasks. Again, if anything I say is wrong, do check the comments. I'll pin it if it is, and you can go and check it there. Now, payment method, you have COD. So this means cash on delivery. So this isn't actually common in the EU, but in other countries, I believe Italy specifically, you can do cash on delivery. So they basically, delivery driver knocks on the door, and they're like, give me the money. You pay them, they give you the shoe. Simple as that. But it's a good way to do cash. If that works for some people, you can do that. But they also have ACO. Cash on delivery, I believe, is really good to stop getting cancels and stuff, because you literally give them the cash there. They can't really refuse payment or anything, so it just goes straight to delivery. I think that's quite good. But yeah, so you can put in the amount of tasks, and you can drop a link. So I don't have a link, so I'm just going to put 1, 2, 3. Size, you can put probably an EU size, so it will be like 43. But you can just type in random, and that works. Now, profiles, as you see, I have Peggers. I was running some ACO for him, managed to hit a few pairs for him on Offspring. Love that guy. LiveCops.io, have some links in the description for them. Profile, that's my German reshipper, and then that's my UK address. That's Business Revolut 1. Again, if we just take a little step back, and actually let me center this. As you can see, what they've done, they've got a whole different kind of almost GUI pop-out window, right? That's what it is, to create the tasks. But honestly, I don't mind it. Now, this isn't some crazy sort of GUI like Prism, but I think it does the job. You do have task groups on the side here, which is really good for a big release, and I think it does everything it needs to do, and actually quite nicely. So yeah, in this instance, you'd set up a monitor task, which would be running really on DCs, but then for the actual drop, you could probably start running guavas when they drop. So what monitor tasks will be doing, they'll be running the whole time. Then you have your other tasks already, and they'll be waiting for monitor. When your monitor task picks up a restock, it will start all of your other tasks. That's where you can run them on resis. So I'm running Guava DE because We do love our boys over at Guava. They've been helping us out a lot recently, and we've been cooking with some of their private resis. You've got delay, you've got a coupon. This is great for stuff like Zalando because there's always coupons available. And then you can also do your task mode, fast no preload or faster. There's loads of tips in the Discord that they keep on constantly changing. They've got loads of release guides. You've even got like videos within the Discord showing you setup tricks literally for each separate drop. They go over all this. So yeah, that's also cool. You can do the whole capture thing here, and you can create and start, which is really, really cool. Now, I do have to say, compared to a lot of other bot Discords, which I am in, I think I've got my fair experience with EU bots. Ophelia has really been really active with tagging and restocks and advice tips. I think there's definitely some Discords you do join, and you can feel quite intimidated to ask questions, but I've joined Ophelia, and I've been happily asking all questions. You know, I'm not afraid to say, hang about, I don't know what I'm on about, especially within the Discord, and get some help, and people have been helping me, so I have actually loved that aspect of it, and that's something you don't always feel in every single bot server. I don't know if some people know what I mean by that, but it's definitely very true that Ophelia is very friendly. So moving down on the left here, this is where you set up profiles. As you can see, I have everything here on the right, and then here you can just put in everything. It does have jigging. You can set up PayPal checkout, which is quite good, and also you can do one checkout. You can even set an optional webhook per profile. That's good if you're running ACO. Love to see it. Now here's proxies. Again, we have our Guava DCs. All links will be in the description if you want discounts on any proxies. Shout out to the guys at Pyro Proxies because they've been plugging us recently with the Footlocker proxies. Right, those resis, been absolutely loving them. I'm using Guava for Nike at the moment, and they've been doing really, really well. I keep a lot of my Nike stuff low-key because I've gotten a little bit of trouble from Linear for it. I actually have permission from the owners, guys, so don't worry. I think some of the users got annoyed, but I did have permission from the owners. Some of the staff are actually pretty disrespectful to me, so yeah, I think they know who they are, but I did not appreciate that. I did actually get quite a little bit of disrespect for that, but, you know, it's okay, guys. We move. Now, moving down here, down from proxies, you literally just type in the proxy group name and paste it in. Super, super simple. Anyone, if you know, picking up a bot, it's a great thing to pick up. Now, moving into success, you can see all my success here. So these were all the Offspring ACO that I was running, and then SNS, and I actually did decent here. So you can see 4 checkouts on SNS, 7 on, and I didn't even know they did this. I'm gonna be honest, I actually just stumbled across this right now, but you've got a nice kind of success thing here. 11 checkouts in total. Could have got more if I was running harder on OpheliaAIO, but I just didn't even run OpheliaAIO because I'm not massively into it at the moment. But it is one of the sites I'm looking at getting into more because this bot does do really well with it. I also want to get more into Zalando, but I honestly don't know too much about getting cartable accounts because I know you need them, but there's a lot of kind of misconceptions with them. Are they stolen? Are they hacked? I don't really know. If you guys do actually know, again, comment below because I need some help, guys, because I just want to completely expand reselling massively. I've been cooking with Mirage lately. Again, I don't know how much I should post with that, but if you want to see some mesh cooks, I have done pretty well. Mesh and Nike, they are my 2 go-to at the moment. We've been doing very, very, very well. If anyone is thinking reselling's dead, I can confirm it is not. Just all you need is Mirage and Linear. But, you know, they are quite expensive, so fair enough. Now, moving down on the left here, we have settings, and this is where you'll find everything. This is where you can find your 𝙎𝙋𝙊𝙍𝙎 accounts. I believe that's a French-only site, so you will need a reshipper. Kicks, Germany, Zalando, pretty much the whole of Europe, apart from UK, because they don't really get stock. And BSTN, which I believe do ship to UK, but you probably should be using a reshipper because of imports and stuff. Discord webhook, again, this is like the most simple settings ever. We have quick tasks, this is really useful, and then capture settings. They've got everything, to capture, anti-capture, cat monster, auto solve, all that stuff. So essentially, this is the ultimate bundle. And actually, I'm just gonna, you can even show your capture harvester here. Super simple, but it doesn't need to be overcomplicated. And we even have a H capture harvester here. And it's just super simple. You can start tasks, and as you can see, I'm actually running banned proxies on BSDN. Apologies. But it is just super intuitive. I've never had any lag with the GUI, which is something you do find with some bots. You try and create tasks, and it's just slow. But I haven't had this at all. You know, you literally pop this out. You name your task, so you could call this, let's say there was a Jordan 1 mid drop. Jordan 1 mid. Throw it in the retailer. Pick whoever. SNS. Link. Paste it in. Amount of tasks, 5. And you're literally good to go, and you press create. But payment method, you really want PayPal for SNS because you got that car hold. I am surprised at the amount of people sleeping on this bot because I do believe some big updates are going to come that are just going to make it go up in value so much, because for £200 it's a bargain. I believe Mesh is coming soon, front end and back end, so that pretty much makes this a direct Burst competitor, but this definitely is better than Burst. And you know, shout out to my Burst guys. I paid like £600 for it. It is going for like £50 right now. It does break my heart to say, but I think this bot smokes Burst, and this is kind of my, I guess, daily, if you wanted to compare it to a car EU bot, because it's the one I'll just run for the majority of EU releases, if that makes sense. It's just kind of my go-to at the moment. And they're also, like I said, adding mesh, front end, back end, and potentially off-white. And that really does make it a proper burst competitor slash killer. I think this is a great bot. I think it's got a great Discord. There aren't too many users either. There's lots of EU users. There aren't that many UK users. So I think it would be great to get some of you guys, probably watch my videos from the UK, into Ophelia. If you're struggling with reselling, I think it's a decent option. Opens your horizons a lot more with that many sites, and they're all working as well. Updates constantly. The devs are great. I haven't been paid or anything to do this review. They gave me a key, transparency, and they will say, George, check it out if you want. And as you can see, the success, I hit these dunks. I've sold a lot of them, and as you can see, the small sizes there. And I've just loved using this bot. I think it's been absolutely great. And again, I just wanted to share it with you because I thought it was really sick. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. And I just want to know what content you guys want to see. The Amazon FBA stuff performed terribly. So yeah, I want to do more sneaker bot reviews. Let me know, and I'll see you guys in another video.